Hey guys, so here is our scouting report for Sturgeon. I'm going to do an overview for the entire defense, and then I'm going to do some additional videos for just the DBs, the linebackers, and the defensive line. So let's take a look at Sturgeon's overall offense. I want to show you their base play and how we're going to react to that. And then I'll have a little film for you to see the base play. And then there's some other videos I'm going to be sending to specific groups. So Sturgeon is a lot like Sisler in their offensive lineup. There's a wide out and a slot. Other side, wide out and a slot, and a wing. Now, in the first game, they didn't play with the wing here. They just put them out wide, which means they had 5R. No problem. We can adjust to that, right? Quarterback is in a shotgun with the running back right behind him. So we need to be prepared for a wing or for 3 to one side. I'm confident we can do that. Now, a couple of personnel things. Their best player is one of their slot backs, number 15. His last name is Penner. I think his first name is Chad. He's a pretty good football player. He's not really big, but he runs really well, and he keeps his feet moving on contact. So he won't overpower you when he has the ball, but you really have to tackle securely. Their second best player is the quarterback, number 5. He's a bit bigger, and he likes to run the ball between the tackles. And if there's no pass open, he will tuck the ball and run. Wears a long headband with a tail sticking out under his helmet. You know how I feel about that stuff. But I would call this kid a swashbuckler. He's going to take chances, and he's going to assume that he will beat you if you're running one-on-one with him. So let's take a look at their base play. Let's talk about how we're defending it. I'll have a little film of it, and then I'll have other videos for specific position groups. The play that they like to run the most is a jet sweep. The jet sweep they run looks something like this. They will typically run it to the wing side, although they don't always. Slot back comes across, takes the ball from the quarterback. The wing is going to seal up and double team. We're just going to get simple reach blocking here. Okay, nothing fancy about that. This wide out will block one-on-one. This slot will motion and block, and then the running back will come out here and look to block up on the linebacker. Okay, so there's nothing fancy about that. I don't mean that derogatorily. I mean, it's just basic football. What we have to be able to do is we have to be able to counter this with an adjustment from both this half and the free safety. So my halfbacks, please pay attention. Free safeties, please pay attention. Halfbacks, if your man goes in motion across the field, you are blitzing and you're taking the quarterback every time. Sometimes this quarterback is going to fake the jet and keep the ball. Sometimes he's going to roll out and boot. We expect that quarterback to be tackled every time there's a jet, whether it's this way or this way. Halves. If your man motions across the jet, you blitz and tackle the quarterback. Free safety. If you see this motion across the jet, you have to come up and fill. You are vacating your spot as a free safety, and you are coming up on the perimeter to make the tackle. Now, as soon as we start doing this, they have a play to adjust to it. I'm going to show you what I want you to do in that play in a subsequent video to the DBs. It really doesn't affect anybody except the DBs and the linebackers. So, base play, jet sweep to number 15. The other side is number 88, and he's a pretty good football player too. When that happens, the half needs to follow, blitz the quarterback. You must tackle the quarterback. Free safety fills to this side. Okay? Check out the next videos that I'm going to send to the position groups because they're going to get more in detail about this and some other plays. I'll see everybody on Tuesday. Okay, so guys, here is Sisler's base play. This is a jet sweep to number 15. This is what they kind of model the offense around.
First and 10 Huskies from Giants 54.
Now they can do a lot of stuff, but this is the kind of like our jet sweep, what they start everything off with. Okay, see there's a wing. First game they didn't play with a wing. First game they went 5R. Okay, now let's just rewind that a little bit so you can see it. Here comes number 15 across the field. I'm going to do that again. I want you to be able to see where everybody's going to block. Okay, those graphics might be a little hard to make out, but it's no different than what we do. Okay, you can see he's a pretty good runner, but it's not like he's an overpowering runner. He's not going to run through people, but he sees the field really well. How are we adjusting to that? We will blitz the half who's originally on him, and we are going to have the free safety come up to fill.